What's up, guys? Today I have what was my most anticipated Halloween inflatable this year until we found out about the haunted house at Sam's Club a few days ago. But we found out about this one in March and I've loved it ever since. This is the new for 2022 14-foot Nightmare Before Christmas Oogie Boogie. This is being sold at Home Depot, in-store, and online this year. This of course has the Disney box design, but this is my one and only purchase on Orange Friday. Basically, for those of you who are not aware of Orange Friday, it is the one Friday in July. Well, I'm not sure if it's always a Friday, but where Home Depot basically just releases all their Halloween stuff online early before it's in stores, and you can buy whatever you want. But this one retails for $300. That's right, $300. I believe like 60 bucks more than the animatronic that has more stuff in it. But I'm guessing the original price for this was supposed to be $200, but after inflation, or $250, $200 or $250, but after inflation it went all the way up to $300, which is just really disappointing. But today it is really windy outside and it is hot, but I definitely wanted to film today so I can get this video out before the end of the month, because this is, again, one of my most anticipated ones this year, period. I mean, this might just be like one of the Halloween ones. We don't know about Christmas yet, but definitely a really, really cool one, and I can't wait to get this guy unboxed. So let's go ahead and get to the box design. Again, this guy just has the standard Disney box design. I know Alex touched on this in his video on how when I first learned that this was the Nightmare, I thought this was the Nightmare Before Christmas box last year when we only knew about At Home. And I thought, okay, that's pretty cool. They're changing up the Nightmare Before Christmas box, but then we found out it was just the Disney box. And that was just sad that now Nightmare Before Christmas doesn't even get its own box design anymore. That's how cheap they are. But, of course, this has just the orange box design from last year. It comes on all Disney inflatables this year. There's the side for you up there. I'm not sure you can see it right there. And then on all three sides, except for the back, I think, or maybe the back has, I don't know. The Easy Find, that's how you know it'll be on display. And I'm thinking they're gonna inflate this on the floor, on the ground, in Home Depot stores, but it would be pretty cool to see that on top of the giant shelves they have. But yeah, there's the side. Same thing with the other side. There's the back for you again down there in the corner. Just like every other inflatable. 2022 Jemmy. There's the Easy Find up there again. There's the list of what it comes with and details and everything. Jack Skellington, by the way. So this is a difference between most Disney boxes. Each character or movie or license that it's from that's just relatively Disney comes with a character on the box design. So this one obviously has Jack Skellington, but then there's also like Mickey Mouse and other sorts of characters. There's the other side for you. And we're back to the front. Again, this is 14 feet tall, 4.27 meters. This is, wow. I mean, originally people were thinking this was going to be about 16 feet when we only saw the pictures and we didn't have any description of it. But now that we found out it was 14 feet, people were on the fence. But now that we've actually seen this guy inflated, it's massive. I mean, I'm just about to see this in person here, and I am super, super, super excited. So, that's about the box design. I mean, there's not much else to say about it. Just standard Disney box design. There's nothing, out of the ordinary with it. Lowe's does come with its own Nightmare Before Christmas box design again this year, which we'll see it later. There's not too many Nightmare Before Christmas ones that have, or just other inflatables that have their own box design, but Lowe's is bringing back the Nightmare Before Christmas box design that they had last year. Welcome to Halloween Town box design. So that'll be pretty interesting to see. But let's go ahead and get to the unboxing of this guy. I touched on this in a few other reviews from like last year and stuff, that if it has two pull tabs, it's a big inflatable, because this is like, that's how you indicate, because you can't really see it you know, you can't describe it how it would be in person over the camera. So, but like, if it has 2 pull tabs, it's always a big box. So, these things come out, and you have to pick them up afterwards. Every time you unbox, you find them somewhere. And of course, it just has the crappy tape. Not good anymore. So the first notable thing about this is, well, there's a few notable things. First is that this does have Colossal fabric. That's pretty interesting. That, I mean, for 300 bucks, it better have Colossal fabric. Instructions are back. They are not gone. But it also has just a standard stake pack, no Colossal stakes, which is definitely disappointing for something as big as this, that it does not have Colossal stakes. But obviously I'm going to use Colossal stakes when I have it up in the display, but definitely pretty disappointing. But yep, here it is, just in its bag already. Let's go ahead and get it inflated. Point proven. Holy crap, this guy is massive. Really, you don't think about it being that big when you think 14 feet compared to the 18-foot jack, but this is massive. I mean, he is so wide and just big. Well, he's not necessarily tall, he's just very big in general. I'm all the way back against the wall to film this, to get it in frame, but this is, wow. So the first thing to mention here is that it is built pretty well. It does have Colossal fabric. It has a 2-inch blade slow starter, which I guess that it does inflate pretty good, but it's not like a tornado fan where it inflates super, super well. But yeah, those are 2 things that it has. It also has 5 C7s, as you can tell by the video on Home Depot's website, the ad for it. Has 1 zipper down by the fan, of course on the bottom, like every inflatable has. But it does. I mean, actually, I'm glad that there is kind of wind. It is pretty windy today, so you can. It demonstrates how well it does in wind. I only have the stupid tethers on it, the thin ones with the stupid thin stakes, and it's holding up really well. It only just rocks back and forth. I don't have the base pin down or anything, and it's staying pretty well. But so that is definitely a plus. That's a testament to how well it's built with the Colossal fabric. It stays great, stands up great. I love the detail on this. I'm glad that they didn't just go with another stupid design, you know, that they've done. It's just been done to death. When this design is brand new. We haven't seen this one before, and I'm definitely a fan of it. So let's go ahead and get a closer look. So now that we've seen it during the day, let's go ahead and get the night view. So now that we've taken a good look at it, let's go ahead and rate it. So the first category is, of course, design. And I'm going to give this an 8 out of 10 instantly. I've already thought about it. I'm giving this an 8 out of 10 because instead of going with the standard design that they've gone with for the past few years for Oogie, they went with a brand new design, and you have to admire that, with the direction that Gemmy's going with being super cheap and inflation going super high, I love that they actually went with a new design instead of just, a reprint of the original design. And not just that, but there's also a 3.5-foot Oogie, cheap fan Oogie, also being sold at Home Depot this year. This exact design, which, I like seeing a big version and a small version for you to choose from. So yeah, 8 out of 10 for the design. Now, the next category is quality. And again, it has held up in the wind very well. And that's just only with the 4 tethers, not anything staked down to the bottom. I like how they gave it a Colossal fabric instead of just the standard fabric. That definitely helped out with a lot. The 20-footers at home, the 4 existing ones, but I'm not sure about the new ones that are coming out this year. They have just standard fabric, so having Colossal fabric definitely justifies the price and everything for it to pay it, and just makes it better. It definitely has a good fan, and it's just built right. So another 8 out of 10, an 7 or 8 out of 10 for quality. And then last category is the roughest, it's price. But again, with inflation and everything going on right now, you can't really bash the price too much. It is $300, $299.99, or just $299 flat on Home Depot's website, and it will be in stores later. And initially in March when we found out about this, I was thinking, $200 max for it. I'm thinking, $200 to $250, but $300 definitely, it definitely made you think a lot. But I had no trouble, thinking that was not a decent price for this. They could go a lot higher. The 20.5 foot snowman family at home this year will be $350. So $300 comparatively is not that bad, but I would have definitely preferred it to be $250. $200 to $250, same price as the 18-foot jack. So for that, gonna have to give it about a 6 out of 10. This, again, price isn't terrible, $450 would be absolutely outrageous, but $300, considering everything that's going on right now, that's actually a fair price. So overall, everything considered, I'm gonna go ahead and give this guy maybe an 8 out of 10. This is actually a really cool design. Definitely, as of right now, my top 5. It's in my top 5 of the best Halloween inflatables this year. This is just, I'm astonished that I have this. Thinking back to March when I was dreaming about having this in the display right next to the 18-foot jack, and now it's right here in front of me, and it's absolutely massive. I definitely recommend you get one for yourself. Unless you have a smaller yard. Again, that's always the risk. It's holding up right now, but when really bad weather comes, it might even, something might happen to it. It might go through the street or whatever, and you never want that to happen. So, if you have a smaller, just front yard, or you're in a cul-de-sac or whatever, I don't recommend getting this unless you're gonna put it far back, so it's protected. But for people with big yards like me, definitely go ahead and pick this one up. This is amazing. Especially, if you don't have any Nightmare Before Christmas inflatables, this is a great start. This is an amazing one to start with. But again, it also goes well if you already have a massive collection of Nightmare Before Christmas inflatables. This just fits in so well with most of them. And again, I love that they went with a new design with this one. So, overall, I love this one. It is... it's just absolutely huge. I wish, all of you could see this right now, but you should definitely go ahead and get one for yourself if you were planning on getting it. So that pretty much wraps up my review on this guy. Make sure you tell me you guys can tell me what you guys think about this, or you can speculate yourselves. I'd love to see you guys' videos on it if you guys want to make one. Go check out Alex's video on it and Rob's video on it. They're both incredible. But until then, I'm the Inflatable Bastard. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.